Hello nerds, today I'm going to be showing you how to make a sprinting system that when you click the floor, you'll start going faster, and eventually your stamina will run out and go slow again, and you can't start sprinting for a little while, and if you're in the middle of sprinting and you click again, you can stop sprinting to save your stamina. It might sound advanced, but it's actually extremely simple, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is add a huge button. So basically just make this humongous button wherever you want to be able to sprint in. I'll do right here, so while I'm in here, we'll be able to sprint. Next thing we're gonna do is go down to here, make time 0.3, but make the click radius 200. That basically makes it so that you can click it from wherever your screen is to start the sprint. The next thing we're going to do is start making a conveyor button contraption thingy. So let's go ahead and get that started. Use parts for the walls. Or go ahead and duplicate this part and move it right over here. Then what we're going to do is add a push block. Place it right here. Make it thin. It should say 0.25 and 0.25 here, and then let it kind of drop in. Oh, it set the speed of the conveyor belt to 1. Then what we're going to want to do is grab this conveyor and size it all the way back here, so you're leaving about like half an arrow after this part. Then you're going to duplicate this, move it right past the other conveyor, and size it to fit the rest. Then we're going to make this button, make parts invisible. Then we're going to edit this part and this part. The next thing we're going to do to actually change how fast the player goes is use global properties parts. This does mean that we're not going to use speed pads, so if you do have speed pads in your Obby, it might slightly interfere with this system, but it shouldn't be anything too crazy. We're going to make it can collide false, and we're going to make the push block activated true and the player activated false. Then we're going to make the advanced property avatar walk. This is how fast you want it to go when you're just walking like normal. I'm going to keep mine at 16, but you make it however fast you're going to be going. Next we have right here, which is how fast you'll be going. Just duplicate the part and move it here, and set the walk speed to how fast you'll be going when you're sprinting. I'm going to set it to like 30 so you guys can really see when I'm sprinting and when I'm not. So right now if we want to test it, we can see that yeah, you click it and we will start going fast and sprinting. Although there's no stamina and we kind of go on forever, and if we click it again, we can't walk again. So the first problem we're going to fix there is being able to click it again to switch back to walking and stop sprinting, which we're going to place a respawn part, size it down, where it says respawn push parts, turn that to true. Then what we're basically going to do is put this under the conveyor belt so that when this button part makes this conveyor belt invisible, it'll reset the sprint, so we'll go back to the start, or so we'll start walking again. So we click it, we'll start sprinting, and if we click it again, we'll start walking again. If you want, you can leave the system right here and you can be done, but if you want to have a stamina system where you can't run forever, then continue watching because I'm going to show you how to do that. The first thing you'll want to do is get out a fading part and place it right here, just two 0.5 studs after the global properties part right there. You're going to set push block activated to true. Set fade time to 0.3. Yeah, 0.3. In fade time, this is how long you want to be able to sprint at most. This is how long you can sprint at most. So for me, I'll say like 5 seconds sounds about good for how long you can sprint. Once again, make sure push block activated is true and player activated is false. Then what we're going to want to do is straight right after this, we're going to copy the part that makes you walk, the walk speed part, the global properties part. We're going to copy this and we're going to put it right after the fading part. Then what we're going to do is duplicate the fading part and put this right here. Basically what this is going to do is after you've used your sprint completely, you aren't going to be able to just click it again to start sprinting again. You'll actually have to sit there for a second just walking. This is how long you're gonna have to sit here without being able to sprint. I'll say once again like 5 seconds. I am sorry because I did just see a screw up I did. Move all this onto right here on the second conveyor. Move it to where it's like after the second conveyor started. Sorry about that. Then what we're gonna do is get the second conveyor and size it to one after where the last fading part is, to make it so that the sprint starts faster. You're going to want to move the walk part right to where the push block spawns. And now if we test it out, we will see you can click it to start sprinting, and if we keep on sprinting for 5 seconds, we will have to walk again, and we won't be able to sprint if we click again until the timer has run out, and then we can start sprinting again. And if we click the sprint again before we've run out of stamina, we can stop sprinting and start walking again. If you want, you can grab this button, make can collide true or can collide false, and set the transparency to 1 so you can't really see it, and you just click on the floor and you'll start sprinting. Another thing is grab the button and set count enabled to false, and that is really about it. You can jump, run around while you're sprinting, stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching. This is the first tutorial I've done using my voice, so it might be a bit goofy and the quality might be down, but yeah, that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good one. Bye.